Mac, I demand an apology and possibly a resignation.
Mario is slamming boxes and snatching coins at the box office.
CinemaCon!
You're all lucky she stayed around for as long as she did and put up with Walt's shit. Leave Skyler alone!
All of that and so much more here on News Dump. Go ahead.
No.
Fucking apologize to me.
I categorically deny this horseshit definition you're trying to come up with here. This is nonsensical.
Last episode, last News Dump, last week, you said to me, or you asked me, what is the difference between a calzone and a stromboli? I explained it to you, and you rejected what I said, and pretty much said to me, you're not a man, you're not Italian, go back to where you came from.
Here's the issue, Goo, here. Go ahead and read what the internet told you.
This is very simple, straightforward comparison. A calzone is like a taco. A stromboli is like a burrito. A calzone, they are always folded and crimped, while a stromboli, the dough is rolled, and the dough is rolled into the baked meat, cheese, whatever you're using on the inside of there.
Yeah, and that may be the textbook definition of a stromboli. However, in the wild,
Max doing his own research. Okay.
In the wild,
all right.
I have never seen a stromboli made this way.
Where are you ordering strombolis?
Of course, America's finest establishment, Sparrow. The stromboli maybe should be made like that. Maybe it's supposed to be made like that. The only time I've ever had anything close to that is, to your credit, your mother's calzone, which is what is actually more of a stromboli.
Yes, she calls it the wrong thing.
She calls it the wrong thing.
Yes.
And I think that's the issue out in the wild, too, is people don't know that this is the case. So they just build a stromboli-shaped calzone and call it a stromboli.
Outside of Sparrow, which is apparently your Bible, you go to hotels and you check the little dresser next door for a piece of Sbarro pizza. I don't see strombolis anywhere.
Well, most places don't have
calzones.
Correct.
They only do calzones.
Yeah, because no one knows what a stromboli is. Or they're like, we're wasting time.
Don't get
Let's just
me
make
wrong.
a calzone.
A stromboli is delicious because you have the crispier baked dough on the outside and the chewier, more bread-like dough on the inside. You don't always get that with the calzone. It's just a pocket with cheeses and meats. But what I have presented to you is your answer, the exact thing I said last week. Now fucking apologize to me.
I also think it's not an apt comparison because the burrito is rolled, but just so it closes.
This is just
the
a definition for simpletons like you.
You're talking about all this dough
in their head.
You're talking about all this dough inside the stromboli.
Dough.
There's not dough inside the burrito.
Yes, there is. If it's a big enough
burrito
tortilla.
Not.
You roll it, and there's the tortilla on the inside.
No, you just make a larger burrito if the wrap
Don't
is
get
larger.
me wrong. Yes, I am going to put more meats in my burrito, but there are, like at the end caps of the burrito is just excess tortilla that it is rolled into.
The only thing that I can think is close to what this bullshit explanation is telling us is if you get a quesadilla at Anna's Taqueria, they roll it like that, and you essentially get a stromboli. But every time I order a quesadilla at Anna's Taqueria, I ask, can you not fucking roll it? I want to eat it like a quesadilla.
So you just want a quesadilla?
Yes.
So you say, give me a burrito, but it's actually a quesadilla.
No, when I order the quesadilla, they cook it as if it's a quesadilla and then fucking roll it like it's a burrito.
Oh, so they cook it flat and then they...
Yeah, and then they serve it to you fucking rolled.
All right, I don't think we got anywhere with this conversation.
I'm not apologizing. I'm drawing a line in the sand on this one.
News time. Mac, has this ever happened to you?
Okay.
You're sitting there on a Sunday night with your son as he is playing Mario Odyssey, and on the screen... Is that
the one where the hat does tricks?
Yeah, you throw the hat.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere on the screen, on your television screen, on your smart television screen, it says something, I forget the exact name, but it says Daniel is trying to access your screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit weird.
Isn't it?
You deny, sit back, you play some more Mario Odyssey, and out of nowhere, your son says, hey, Daddy, the message is back on the screen. Once again, Daniel is trying to access your screen. My first thought was call the police because they are trying to get into my house.
Yeah.
I then went on Google. I'm like, what is happening here? And they're like, well, maybe a neighbor is just choosing the wrong one.
Yeah.
But this means that they have access to your Wi-Fi.
Not necessarily, because it could be
Well,
Bluetooth.
I went onto my Wi-Fi list, and there was an unknown substance that was attached to my Wi-Fi that I then blocked, and I had to change my password.
Yeah, more than likely, the unknown thing was something that you utilize and you just don't remember what it is. Because
Shut up.
If anyone logs into their, thing that shows you what's on your Wi-Fi right now, there's going to be one or two devices they don't recognize that you like.
I know everything in my house. I have a
my guess, Goo,
firm grasp.
You're in a neighborhood, a densely populated area. You had a young person trying to utilize technology that was bad at it, and that's what was happening.
Could have been an old person.
Also, like if you cast to the TV, it's just an interface. You can't do anything.
No.
So you would just be seeing what they were doing.
So while spitballing at work yesterday of like what this person was trying to do, my first assumption, chat roulette, there's going to be a hog.
Sure.
So then I said, should I have sent my son to his room and accepted to see what was going to happen? And then one of my coworkers said, yeah, and the video would have been from inside of your house.
Oh, someone in your attic.
Right. Now, this is in my head.
Yeah.
Am I going to die?
Well, now you need, every time you go up those attic steps, you need a weapon in hand.
I do often bring something sharp with me, and I am very convinced.
I'm more of a blunt guy.
Oh, you're more of a blunt guy. Yeah. 420's coming up, am I right? So there is a weird, spooky bathroom in the back of my attic.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh. Like with walls or just a toilet?
There's a toilet in there. There's a mirror. Oh, the other night I was watching a very spooky video, and I found out that Candyman is based off of a real thing. There was a lady where burglars broke into her apartment and snuck in through the bathroom mirror.
Oh, so she was in an apartment building.
She was in an apartment building, and there was like piping where you can do electrical and
like
plumbing running up the side. And the burglars climbed up and broke in through the window.
Mm-hmm. The mirror.
Shut up. The mirror.
Yeah.
And that's how they got her and they killed her.
Oh,
Sorry, they ended her? How are we supposed to say this on YouTube?
After?
No, that's not it.
No?
De-lifed her.
De-lifed her. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. They de-lifed her.
So if this happens in the future, do I just keep denying this thing, or do I sit in a dark room like I'm watching? What if it's the new version of The Grudge?
Well, because you didn't accept it, the person on the other end might have been like, oh, why is it not popping up on my TV?
Yeah.
So they keep trying.
Google did recommend to change the name of my TV to stop trying to cast to my TV or something like that.
So you probably didn't name your TV, right? So it just says like Samsung 8, not whatever it says.
Yeah,
right?
I want my neighbors to know I have a 75-inch TV.
Yeah, that would be the first thing. Change the name of the TV before you do a drastic thing like change the password to your Wi-Fi.
I already did that, and next time I'm going to call the police. Okay. Because there's someone in my attic.
Yeah. Do you think there's internet police that respond digitally?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? News dump. Let's save this next one for the start of a new episode. We don't need this now. The other day, now, yes, I check birthdays every day. I like to know whose birthday it is.
Okay.
First off, yesterday was Glenn Howerton's 50th birthday.
Wow.
That kind of blows your mind, right?
Yes and no. I mean, we're getting close to 40, so that makes a lot of sense.
It does, but we were with Glenn Howerton. We were with Dennis Reynolds when he was a young, hard, ready to go all the time. Yeah. Now, it's 50?
I mean, what year did Sonny start? 04?
06.
06? So we were 17?
Yeah.
And now we're 37, so that makes sense.
I don't like it one bit. Last Thursday, and this kind of blew my mind because these two people are so connected in their careers. Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance,
MCR,
and Kristen Stewart, the lead actress from the Twilight series.
Yeah.
They have the same birthday.
Why are they connected?
I'm glad you asked. I don't know how you don't already know this. You're always on Reddit and whatnot.
Yeah, no, I like these things. Let's play the
Okay.
6 degrees of separation right here.
So, My Chemical Romance formed
Yeah,
because of 9/11.
I did know that.
Gerard Way saw the towers fell and he's like, I need to do something with my life. Let's get to it.
Yeah, it was an outlet.
Yes. Because of My Chemical Romance and the raw emotion of the music,
Yeah.
the author of the Twilight series started the Twilight books.
Oh, I do know this connection now. Okay, I have
Kristen
heard
Stewart.
this. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
And then because of Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey.
Do you know how old they're turning? Kristen Stewart's got to be around our age, I'm guessing.
Got to be our age. And then Gerard Way, late 40s?
I'm going to guess. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going
Okay.
to say Gerard Way, 44, Kristen Stewart, 39.
All right, you
What do
look
you
that
got?
up
What do you
while
got?
I get to the next headline here.
Well, give
News
me a
dump.
guess.
My guess?
Yeah,
I said mid-40s, late 30s.
so not a guess.
That is a guess.
Gerard Way, 49.
Late 40s.
49.
Yeah, credit to Goo.
You said
Credit to-
mid-40s.
What did I say?
Mid-40s.
I'm pretty sure I said late.
Kristen Stewart, 36. She's younger than us.
Mid-30s, I told you.
Wow.
Wow.
I would
Goo.
not have guessed that. And you know what I was basing that off of was Panic Room, which came out, I believe, in 2000.
Mhm.
And I would have guessed she was like 10 or 11 in that movie, which means they shot it a couple years before. So I was guessing a couple years older than us. How about it?
News dump. Mac, let's jump to over at the box office this past weekend. Mario, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. You know what? I'm going to apologize to you because I'm a bigger man than you.
Mm-hmm.
I said that the Mario movies were roughly the same. I rewatched the first Mario movie over the weekend. It is a better movie.
It is much better.
Notice how
much
I
better.
apologize to you, and I'm not even handing in my resignation because I'm willing to do it.
I'm going to fight Strombolis. That's what I'm going to do.
So it made $69 million domestic, down about 50%, but it made so much money in its first weekend. It is now at $630 million worldwide after 2 weeks.
Yeah, it should get to the billion pretty easily. It might get to 1.5.
So
It's
once
gonna make lots of
again,
money.
I get an extra 5 points if it sets a worldwide record at the box office, right?
Yeah, something like that. I'll have to go back.
I'll take that. I'll
Agree
take
with
that.
that.
Project Hail Mary, another $25 million domestic, down 22%. 510 worldwide after 4 weeks. These are the 2 highest grossing movies of the year. Do you think that the Artemis Prime space mission is giving this a bit of a boost?
Sure. I think it piques people's interest in space and therefore sci-fi, and therefore a hot new movie in that same vein is going to be more interesting to people than it normally would have been.
The Drama dropped 40% to $8.7 million after 2 weeks. It is at $31 million worldwide and new at the
That's
box
not true.
office. What did I
think
say?
I think it's over 100 million worldwide.
The Drama?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There's no way it is.
We're tracking for that.
I don't know. I don't think it's over 100 after 2 weeks. It only made like 15 million last week.
Well, you're right about that, but I don't think it's at 31.
I think it's around 31. Okay, and then hot at the box office this past week. You, Me, and Tuscany. 8 million domestic.
It's at 43 million worldwide.
That's after another day. I did this research yesterday. It made 12 million yesterday.
Hand up. I'll apologize for that.
You, Me, and Tuscany?
You, Me, and Tuscany reminds me of the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. That's all I have to say about that.
It stars, is his name Jean Regais? It's the guy from Bridgerton.
Oh, I was going to say it's the guy from, I know him from something else.
Oh, but whatever. It's
And
the guy
The Little
from
Mermaid.
Bridgerton. Yes, and at the beginning of the trailer, when I saw that he was in it, because I had to do something for work with the trailer, I was like, I bet by the end of this trailer, he's going to pop his top off, and some older women are going to catcall him. And you
Is
know
that
what happens? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. What are you looking at?
I'm going to see how I know Reggie Jean Page.
Reggae.
He was in Dungeons and Dragons.
You are
That's where I
correct. There
know
we
him
go.
from.
That's how we got back to this.
Yeah.
News dump. We are currently in the midst of CinemaCon. And there is some Spider-Man news.
Yeah, there's going to be even more news coming this week. Not the best time news.
Oh,
dump,
sorry.
but
We were gonna do the news dump at the end of the week. and we were going to do our award-winning, we haven't even recorded it yet. I know that we're going to get a party for it. Our award-winning Build 'em All draft.
Yeah.
But because of scheduling, and we might have a third person in, we decided to push that to the end of the week.
Yep. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know who hands out podcast awards at the end of the year, but we better be nominated for this
I was
episode.
sitting there yesterday creating I have 14 lists right now of things that I need to build at my mall.
Yeah.
Smiling ear to ear. I was so excited. And for those of you who, if you missed the episode, it's going to be our bracket next year. So just keep that in mind.
I don't even understand how you're going to set up the bracket.
I don't know either,
Sure.
but we have how many months to figure it out?
Yeah.
Food court, stores, big box stores.
Yeah. Anchor stores.
Anchor stores, kiosks.
Miscellaneous accessories.
The miscellaneous accessories was my favorite thing to look up because I found a bunch of stuff that I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, there must have been like things that pop back. You're like, oh, yeah, I do remember this fad.
Mm-hmm. I need to think, though, am I going to take my favorite stores or am I going to wait a little bit on those and try and get the popular ones?
That's the whole thing.
Because one of my favorite stores I need to have. I need to have it, but I can't chance you or the other person taking it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I need to have it. Spider-Man news.
Yeah, good. Details on Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Finally, we have something, anything. It is being shot with IMAX in mind. It's going to pick up right where the last one left off, which, if that wasn't obvious based on the last one, that's craziness. It also just goes to show how fucking stupid this delay has been with this movie, that it literally is picking up where the last one left off fucking 6 years ago. We're getting returning characters: Kingpin, Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir. This will be the final chapter in Miles Morales' story. And I think it's going to be heavy on Miles' father. We're going to get that alternate Miles, the Prowler Miles. I am very much looking forward to this.
News down. Also, Spider-Man-wise, we got some brand new posters. One of them where he has taken on the pile of what looks like the bad guys with the swords. But then the one that...
the Foot Clan? Or the Hand?
The Foot Clan is in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
I don't believe it is the Hand. It's a different kind of organization. We had it in our trailer breakdown, and I have forgotten. But the one that caught my eye was Zendaya in the eye of what looked like the Oakley eyes that Tobey Maguire had in the Spider-Man movies from when he was Spider-Man. And I'm like, is Tom gonna replicate that look more in this movie?
I hope not. I mean, this is one of those movies that we say it all the time, especially with Marvel, but the less I know, the more I'm going to be looking forward to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm such a fucking idiot. I'll be on Reddit 2 weeks before the movie and spoil shit for myself. Apparently, the clip they showed at CinemaCon has Peter following Ned into Ned's apartment, and they have this conversation.
Oh, cool.
That reveals Ned is trying to figure out Spider-Man's identity, and he has narrowed it down to Flash Thompson or Mr. Harrington. Mr. Harrington's the fella from... he's the one that looks like Modest Yahoo and Knocked Up. That's how you would know Mr. Harrington.
That's how I know Modest Yahoo, too. But, so just with the look, when you look at the Spider-Man mask, I prefer the eyes that we've had in the last couple movies with the expression and whatnot.
Yeah, these have been the best Spider-Man suits.
In
my mind, easily.
I don't like the big reflective eyes.
I don't either. I do like the textures of the Tobey Maguire suits.
Yeah.
But
You're
I
always
like everything.
touching.
Yeah, I like the touch stuff. You
Yeah.
know? But everything else, I think the Holland has had the best suits.
News down. Sony Pictures, they are slamming theaters for endless advertising before movies, saying get rid of the endless advertising and substantially shorten the pre-shows. Get off the ad crack.
Yeah, or keep them and just tell me the true start time of the movie. Now, Majestic 7 in Watertown, Massachusetts tells you the end time of the movie. Mm-hmm. So if you do a little math, you can figure out when the movie actually starts.
AMC has the actual start time.
Okay.
It's not
Great.
So it's not when you're buying the tickets, but when you're when you click through, very small, it has this like the actual start time as opposed to like the show time.
And have 40 minutes of run-up ads prior to the actual start time. I don't care. I'm going to get there a little early to eat my popcorn, so I'll catch some of the ads.
These theaters are telling Sony, we're not getting enough people here to pay for our theater. We need to do this.
Yeah.
Whereas Sony's like, this is why Kraven the Hunter failed, because you keep showing Maria Menounos.
Or play some ads at the end. Let us sit there waiting for a post-credit.
I think we just figured it out. Literally mid-scene, mid-roll. One
Why
full
not?
minute. Yeah. Every 10 to 15 minutes, you stop the movie. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle of a sentence. And it's like, hey, this is so-and-so from the so-and-so podcast. Catch us twice a week. And we talk about all things and not just those things. Sometimes we get silly.
I am so curious as to the people making decisions at iHeartRadio for what podcasts they promote. Because, don't get me wrong, I'm not listening to anyone's podcast anyways, but I don't know why they can hear a pitch for a podcast and be like, that's the one we need to push. This is the one we got to get folks listening to.
News dump. The Social Reckoning reactions to the first look have been very positive, praising Strong's Zuck.
Yeah, Jeremy Strong has taken over the role from Eisenberg. This is set during the Facebook court cases. What? I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whenever the fuck this did happen. I'm surprised that the reactions have been so positive so early. So this has me very much looking forward to this movie because the first movie is fucking fantastic.
News dump. Jumanji 4 is getting a title, and it's going to be called Jumanji Open World.
Yeah, apparently, at least in what has been teased at the con, this movie is going to, like, cross boundaries. We're going to see, like, the game characters interact with the real-life characters because the game's going to be put on demo mode, Goo.
Oh.
I don't know what any of that means, but they're making another one.
So they're going to be Jumanji'd out.
Jumanji-int.
No, they're already Jumanji'd in. They're going to be Jumanji'd out.
I don't know how to think about that.
Robin Williams' Jumanji is Jumanji came out of the game. The Rock's Jumanji is they get Jumanji'd into the game.
But
so
now,
what I'm thinking here is that they're already Jumanji'd into the game. They're going to get Jumanji'd out of the game.
Yeah, but I can't. My brain can't make sense of it, Goo.
Jumanji is going to be pulled out of the game. It's going to be Jumanji'd out of the game, and then
But I don't think anything from Jumanji is coming out of the game.
Why haven't they got Kirsten Dunst back for any of these movies?
Great question.
She's clearly game to do these dumb movies. Mm-hmm. Bring her back. Maybe she doesn't want to do it. You know what? Maybe she does want to do it. They don't want to have that actual link. I don't know.
She'd probably be like, pay me $20 million and I'll show up.
I'm just curious how much, and I've completely forgotten most of Jumanji. Not that Jumanji, but this Jumanji. Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
But is it the same universe?
It is the same universe.
Then why is this Jumanji 4? It should be Jumanji 5.
No, this is Jumanji 4 because there was one Jumanji movie and 2 Rock movies.
Right, and we're getting Jumanji 3 at the end of the year.
Jumanji 4 at the end of the year.
Jumanji 3.
4.
This is the 4th? We're getting 4 at the end of the year? I thought they greenlit a new Jumanji, and we're getting Jumanji to do a new fucking Jumanji.
We have Jumanji, Robin Williams.
Jumanji.
We have Jumanji 2
Welcome to the Jungle.
With Rock and Kevin Hart. This is the 4th.
Okay, so what you're telling me, you put the 4 on here.
No, Jumanji 4 has been the working title for the movie.
That doesn't sound real.
I'm curious. So, in my head, Goo, Jumanji 3, the second Rock and Kevin Hart movie, was just actually that movie with The Rock and Emily Blunt. I don't remember anything that happened.
That was Jungle Adventure, right?
Yeah, so that was Jumanji.
No, Jungle Cruise.
That was Jumanji 3 to me, because I don't remember anything else that happened.
They should have called it Jumanji 2.5.
Here we go.
Two Monge and a half. 2 Monge and a half men. There we go. Josh Gad is the half man.
Crushed it.
News dump. Antony Starr says he gets offered milk all the time when he's out in public, and he just has a laugh. He says, no, thank you. He doesn't get mad at the people. He appreciates that they're in on the joke. Antony Starr gets it.
I'd like to know if people are just making jokes or if they have physical milk they're
So I
offering
think
him.
waiters offer it to him a lot.
Okay.
And they would have access to milk. It's not someone is like, going to go out and find a cat.
Yeah.
And
if you had
Greg Focker it.
a nice fresh 12-ounce Gorelick, would you offer it to Antony Starr?
If I had milk at my disposal and he's there, I would offer him a milk.
Okay. Do you think he has a preferred flavor of milk?
Well, he likes breast milk on the show. I shouldn't offer him that.
No, that would be hard to get also.
I know if it was you would offer him a strawberry milk and say, this one's my favorite. I like milk too.
Have a little sippy sip.
Strawberry's my favorite. Here you go, Mr. Homelander. Don't call me that.
No, I'm a poor boy from the 20s.
You're like more of a baby, I'd say. But that's what you should be about. When someone is making a joke that you are known for, that your character is known for.
Yes. Yeah.
Embrace it.
Yes.
And he even said, now, shit out the memes. Go ahead, make as many memes as you want. Because at first he was like, I'm not making any money off these memes. But you are. Spreading word of mouth.
Yeah. Brand.
There's no such thing. Is it bad publicity?
What's your least favorite flavor of milk? I think that's the more interesting question.
It's got to be plain, right?
Well, I'm also like
We've
within
already
plain
done
you
this.
have 1%, 2% whole skim.
Oh, then water.
You know?
If we're talking like if oat milk or almond milk is involved, plain of any of the milks that's not regular milk is the worst milk.
Here's where I disagree. I think plain oat milk's pretty good, Goo.
It's too watery.
Plain almond milk, not so good.
When you were a kid and you were at your grandmother's house and she ran out of milk, would she ever try to make you cereal by combining cream and water?
No, she would just add water to the milk.
To like
water down the milk.
Right. Like I'm saying though, like what if she had no milk?
So she's in there with a whisk with cream and water.
No, sometimes you just pour them both and you just see what happens.
Hope the mixture gets right.
I had a coworker who said one time his grandmother had no milk and she just put apple juice in there.
I guess depending the cereal, it could work.
Yeah, comment down below which cereal would work with apple juice.
Obviously, Apple Jacks.
But they're not made with apples.
Yeah, but it would work.
Well, they don't taste like apples. What is the campaign? They don't taste like
I
apples.
haven't seen an Apple Jack in decades.
It's just cinnamon, right? It's a cinnamon flavor.
I don't know. Then they changed the color of them.
They would be like pink and orange to represent, not orange. No, they did have orange. It'd be pink, orange, and green to represent the apple colors.
Yeah, they changed, but wait, they had, well, now I'm not sure.
But they didn't change the flavor, though. So you're expecting to bite into a green and get a nice Granny Smith tart taste. It's what you want with your cereal.
Apple Jacks were just like, if you wanted to have Fruit Loops with something worse in the same vein, you ate Apple Jacks.
Newsed up. I can't add on to that. Mac, we got our Malcolm in the Middle Life Still Sucks show that came to Hulu over the weekend. I think it's 4 episodes. I'm 3.5 episodes in. As you can tell, I'm not really like running back to go and watch more. It's really more when I'm on the treadmill. Pop it on. It's something to watch. I think my favorite line of the show is Frankie Muniz. His opening line when he starts is like, hey, it's me. I know I don't look the same. And I pause the show. I'm like, you look the exact fucking same.
You've looked at the same person since 2001.
You look the exact same, Frankie
since
Cody
Gerard
Banks.
Way was forming his band. You've looked the exact same.
The exact same. I think this show leads the league in me groaning at jokes. I'm going to finish it. It's only 4 episodes.
My Malcolm in the Middle talk here, Goo, as I learned the other day, as it debuted, I had a friend of a friend post something on Facebook, so the friend got tagged in it, and then it popped up on my line, on my page. Eric Pursullivan, the original Dewey actor.
Yep.
From the area, local kid.
Oh, he went to Harvard.
Still does.
Oh, he still goes to Harvard?
I think he's pursuing a graduate degree or something.
He retired from acting in 2009. So has he just been at school for 20 years?
I don't know, but he's a local kid. I didn't know that. The kid that they got to play Dewey looks just like Dewey.
Enough like him. Whatever.
All you had to have was big fucking flappy ears. And
I guess what I like about the show is in the 4th episode, they are at the parents' anniversary party. And anytime that they brought on like an ancillary character from like one of the episodes from like earlier seasons, I'm like, oh, I remember that guy.
Is
Okay.
Wheelchair Stevie still involved?
Yes. So, and they had a couple good jokes in there because his father and the mother got a divorce.
Okay.
So the father and the mother talked to each other through Stevie.
Okay.
So they're like, you tell your mother this.
Yeah.
And Stevie obviously takes a long time to speak. So we still get those jokes. Good on them.
All right. Maybe I'll watch it.
I did like the father had a good joke too. If he's like, what did he say? He's like, I used to have a gambling addiction and I got rid of it by taking up a pornography addiction. Hal's fine.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah. I don't know if I recommend the show. It'd be like if we're tiering revivals, it's in the middle. It's not something.
Speaking of Hal, played by
Malcolm in the Middle.
How about that?
Yeah.
Played by Bryan Cranston, of course, of
Yes.
Breaking Bad fame. So, second Breaking Bad.
Oh, let's jump to
reference.
this topic, I guess.
Q.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, yeah, this is all related here. I learned,
Yes.
like, the best show on TV right now is The Pit, which you have not watched. One of the main characters in it is his daughter.
Oh.
The doctor, you're not going to, this means nothing to you, but listeners at home, Dr. Mel King is Bryan Cranston's daughter. Blew my mind. Learned that yesterday.
Melkin Cabrera?
I hate Melky Cabrera. I hate that motherfucker.
I didn't care for him either, but credit to me right there.
I mean, you hated Brett Gardner more, though, right?
Oh, Brett
We all
Gardner,
did.
fucking the Great Gazoo? Yeah, fuck him.
That's your pal Morty's least favorite player of all time.
I would say that out of my least favorite athletes of all time, he is really, really close to the top. I hated him, and then I just had I hated, like when I was really into the fucking Patriots.
Yeah.
I hated everybody on the Colts and everybody on the Steelers.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I like the Antoine Randall L, though.
Big Antoine Randall L guy.
Yeah. Played quarterback at the University of Indiana.
He was there for trick plays.
It was.
News dump. I guess let's jump to this Bryan Cranston thing here. Him and Frankie Muniz, they were doing one of those Hot Ones challenges where the actors sit together and they go back and forth. I actually like those better than the what's the bald guy?
Sean Baldy.
Evans. Yeah, I like those better because it's a little more playful. They're having some fun.
Sure.
So they were sitting there, and Frankie Muniz is like, I'm a huge fan of Breaking Bad. Everyone obviously is. You were awesome on the show, but I fucking hated Skyler, and I wanted her to die.
Yep, we all did.
What did Mr. Cranston say back?
Mr. Cranston said, let me get this straight. Her husband leaves without any explanation. She's pregnant. He's making crystal methamphetamine. I like that he said methamphetamine, not meth.
Yep.
And people have died. And she's the bitch? And the answer still, yup. Yup. We believe his motivations more than we believe hers. She stinks. But, and I've said this for a while, at some point in like season 3, Marie becomes more insufferable than Skyler does.
News
Like
dump.
when she's stealing fucking novelty spoons from open houses, you're like, get this bitch out of here.
What are you supposed to do when your husband starts fucking collecting geodes? Geodes, isn't
Geodes. Yes.
Geodes at the end.
Yeah.
News
Geodude.
dump. We'll be getting we already got the trailer for the new Hunger Games movie, Sunrise on the Reaping. What do you think there, Hungy boy?
I would consider myself a hungy boy.
Yep.
I don't know if I would say I'm looking forward to this movie, but I'm going to go see it, probably in theaters too.
What do you think Jennifer Lawrence would do if you ever approached her with a shirt that said Hungy boy?
with 2 E's.
Yeah.
I'm a hungy boy.
I'm a Hungy boy.
Hey, Katniss, I'm a hungy boy.
I told my son the other day that one time when we were in New York, we saw Jennifer Lawrence at a park, and my son at the time, I think he was 3, he almost stomped on her daughter.
You saw Jennifer Lawrence at a park and didn't tell me?
I told you.
You saw Jennifer Lawrence at a park and didn't send me a photo?
I was not going to take a photo of her.
You saw Jennifer Lawrence at a park and didn't ask for a photo?
No, she was with her kid. You don't talk to people when they're with their kids.
Well, that's where you like throw Raffy's ball over near her so that you have to have this forced interaction with
I mean,
Jennifer
you
Lawrence.
should talk to Raph
Jennifer
about
Lawrence
it.
as a kid?
Yeah, you
With
should talk
who?
to Raph about this and say you should have stepped on the kid.
Who
Because
does
then
she
we
have
would
a
have talked.
child with?
I don't know. I don't know her life.
I love Jennifer Lawrence.
That's why you're a hungy boy. News dump. Why would you put this here? That Focker-In-Law, we're getting a trailer tomorrow. Why would you tease me like this?
We got the teaser. We got Stiller. We got De Niro. We got Grande. We got the big three in the teaser goo.
Okay, so I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to quiz you right now. Did they bring up Jinxie Cat?
The premise of the teaser was a lie detector test.
Circle of Trust.
I watched it without audio. I don't know what they spoke about.
Wait, was Stiller being interrogated, or was it a role reversal where
reversal, Stiller interrogating Grande, and then De Niro walks in?
Oh, I don't like that. I would have preferred it if it was Stiller interrogating De Niro, and then Grande walked in as if she was about to punish both of them.
It struck me as if De Niro and Stiller were on the same side of the coin this time around.
They're on the same team now.
Yeah.
Is Grande Stiller's daughter? Is she one of the Fockers?
I think,
or is she the one?
I don't have that information yet. I don't know.
I haven't seen Baby Fockers in a long time.
Baby Fox.
It is called Baby Fockers, right? The third one?
Lil
Fockers. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say Baby Fockers. Was she one of the Lil Fockers? Is she playing a Lil Focker?
No, that's where Lil Rel Howery got his start.
That would be the best if Stiller's kids in this movie are both like Lil Rel Howery and Lil Kim.
These are my adopted Lil Fockers.
No. There is actual kids.
Oh,
we
they
just
don't explain
we don't explain it. News dump. Expect a Godzilla -0 trailer to, well, I don't know when this is being released. It'll be out sometime.
The worst named movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Of all time.
News dump. And then the big jumble of shows that are out right now. Daredevil is coming out tonight. The Boys, Stan Edgar is returning, so let's see what happens there. And then Mac goes to the mall today.
Another couple good Maul episodes. Maul is just such a cool character.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks that we were deprived of Maul for like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
But also because of that, we're getting great Maul content when we can appreciate it.
Yeah, we're doing Maul
adults.
content at the end of the week. News dump. All right, check us out at the end of the week. We'll have our Build a Mall draft featuring Rich
Robin
Keefe.
Sparkles.
Oh yeah, Robin Sparkle, but we'll have Rich Keefe on.
Yeah. Should we all? Yeah, I'll save that for the episode.
We're going to figure out, Mac and I, after this, we're going to break down how we're going to do this draft, how many rounds, and what we're trying to do.
Mac and who?
Mac and me.
There you go.
News dump.